Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mirror podcast. I'm your host, Kyle David. If you didn't know, now you know. Hey, thanks for tuning back in. This week, I'm thinking about something that I was sharing with some folks on my team yesterday, and I think it's important. And it's this idea that most of the things we're doing are meaningless. Most of the things we're doing are meaningless. And let me explain, right? I really don't mean everything you're doing is meaningless. This is what I mean. At the end of our lives, most of the things we're worried about on a daily, weekly, monthly basis aren't going to matter at the end, right? Like the spilled coffee today, the person that cut you off, can you pay this bill or not pay this bill? Those things are important, right? They are important, but they're also meaningless, right? Like, even like I was talking to my team this week, like what we're doing at work is important and we want to be excellent and show up well and work hard and build great things. But in 5, 10, 50 years, it won't matter that much. And so the only reason I say that is to remind us of like what's important, right? Like what's truly important is what are you doing every day to like create fulfillment in your life, right? Are you doing things you enjoy? Are you spending time with people that matter to you? Um, are you doing things that inspire you and give you life? Are you making a positive impact on the people around you? Those are the things that are actually meaningful in life. Again, your job and your car and your house and those things, they matter, but they're also are meaningless, right? We worry so much about things in the moment. We worry so much about, like, do I have the right job? Is this the house that we want to buy, right? Like things like that. Again, they matter, but they won't matter to you when you're 85 or 90 at the end of your life, right? You're not going to be thinking about like, oh man, we bought the right house at that time, or I should have been more, I should have been madder at this person that cut me off, or whatever it is, right? The idea here is just to realize that a lot of things that we think matter so much and we get so tight about or stressed about or frustrated about or we hold so tightly aren't going to matter someday, right? They might feel like they matter in the moment. So a good question to ask yourself in the moment is, will this matter in 40 years? And if not, don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take everything so seriously. This is a challenge for me, first and foremost, because I struggle with this. Everything I take very seriously. I want to do the right thing here. I want to show up well here. I want to work hard. I want to have a great career. I want to make money. Like, right. Like all the things in the micro seem like they're so important, but in the macro, a lot of the things in the micro aren't that important, right? Again, even if you take the wrong job, like in 40 years, will it matter? Probably not, right? Like get a different job. If you buy the wrong house, like sell it someday, get a different house, right? If someone cuts you off, like laugh at it, don't get too mad about it, right? Like a lot of the things that we worry about in the moment are just meaningless in the long run. So again, the thought there is like, and this is me asking me, am I spending my time and energy and resources on things that actually like are meaningful, right? In the long term. Again, am I spending time with people that I care about? Am I doing things that are fulfilling to me? Am I making choices to take care of myself in the moment? That will matter down the road, right? Like the way I take care of myself will matter to my physical, mental, emotional health in years or decades, right? So instead of sacrificing all now to get ahead or whatever, like I should be doing things to take care of myself and investing in me and the people around me and things that, again, are meaningful or fulfilling or life giving, right? We spend so much time on things that aren't fulfilling, aren't meaningful, and aren't life giving just to get ahead, keep up with the Joneses, do what others are doing, right? And again, it's just in the end, in the long run, it's just not very meaningful. And we spend so much time and energy and resources on things that aren't that meaningful, right? And so again, this is something I've been thinking about with myself. And so I wanted to share it. I think it could be helpful of, are we spending our days and our time and our energy on things that are actually meaningful, like lifelong meaning? Do they have lifelong meaning? Will we be happy with the energy and time and things that we spent? now in 40 or 50 years, right? Like, if not, don't take it too seriously. Again, like the person that cuts you off, it doesn't matter, right? Like, who cares? Like, slow down anyways, like there's a lot to unpack there, but I've just been thinking about that a lot of like things matter. Again, like you want to be excellent, you want to do things with excellence in the moment. You want to work hard, you want to save your money, you want to buy the right house or spend your time wisely and all those things. But some of it isn't that important. It's not as important as we make it in the moment, right? Like this outfit or this thing, right? Like, did we make the right decision on that trip or like whatever? Like, just live, right? Like, just live and focus on the long-term impact, fulfillment, and meaning that you want to have, right? Like, we're so short-sighted, myself included. I'm so short-sighted. I focus on things that are right in front of me that matter right now. And there are often things that just won't matter in the long term. So again, I don't have a ton there. I just figured I'd share the thought because it's something I've been focused on and that I've been sharing with other people is that, again, what you're doing does matter and you should be excellent and hold yourself to a high standard, but also be able to understand what's not going to matter down the road so that you don't hold it too tightly and miss the other things in life that are meaningful, right? Again, time with others, doing things that inspire you and you enjoy. Don't sacrifice all that just to get ahead, right? Because again, that won't matter when you're on your deathbed. You won't be worried about, did I do enough to get ahead? You'll be more worried about, like, did I do enough to live a meaningful life and to inspire other people and make an impact with the time I was given. So anyways, hope that was helpful. Hope there's something there. If there is, share it with somebody you think it could be helpful for. And I'll be back next week with more of Inside the Mirror podcast. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you. Adios.